Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead-up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Great beginning there under the bright lights of primetime.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in primetime is on you.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Gonna give it to Battle. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 86 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Back to throw. Reeves. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. And they want...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Monarchs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Solid finish to a solid opening drive, and that's the threat that he represents. He can take off and score on you.
What he makes it is 11-on-11 football, because a lot of the times the quarterback isn't much of a runner, so you don't have to account for him. Well, you do with him, and now he actually gets a lead blocker instead, and he's able to cash that one in.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
They go play action here on first down. Targets Parker, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. This up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete. When you look at this defense, they're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude,
can't get away, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Reeves. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's still on his feet. Touchdown! A big play there. 77 yards. And the Monarchs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. And he returns this to the 22. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll look to throw. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. Well, look at the numbers for Parker in last week's game. 7 catches, 101 yards, and a score.
And in the preseason, I thought he was primed for a big, big year. And week 1 did absolutely nothing to diminish those expectations.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now 2nd and 9.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
They'll set up a throw. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Toronto's offense ready to take over. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw. Reeves. He finds his man. Complete. It's Myers. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now this is Battle. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 65 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands and see how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Reeves. That is caught, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Here's Battle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Monarchs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bennett. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bennett. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and it's 3rd down. But you look at this defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game. I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. 21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. There he goes, right side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Battle down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Back to throw. Reeves. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Monarchs are able to add on to their first half lead. So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point right down the middle, and it is 28-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And he comes back with 1 complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. They'll look to throw again. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That one complete to Parker. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They'll start with the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
To throw on 2nd down, Reeves. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
2-yard gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Reeves. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Back to throw. Reeves. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Now a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll set up to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Reeves. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reeves firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Reeves. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw again. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 1 yard to go.
Up the middle they go. McClellan. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Toronto first down.
On first down, Reeves. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Reeves. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 3rd down, McClellan. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. To throw on 2nd down. Reeves. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Monarchs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Complete to number 85. A gain of 5 brings up.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin in the Alamo city of San Antonio, Texas, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jimmy Garoppolo, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From Chicago, we head north to the home of their rivals as we check on the Packers at home in Lambeau. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. The Blues looking good to start the year. They go to 2-0 with a road victory. And then one more to highlight, Monday Night Football. As folks, you'll see a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins.
Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Saunders, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Glover. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Looking to throw. Reeves. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw. Reeves. Myers got it. Complete. He's to the 15. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Monarchs have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And it is 42-0.
42.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Throwing on first down. Reeves. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Alert! Alert! Primo!
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Falcons send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. On 2nd down, battle, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 118 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Reeves. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Reeves. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Operating from the gun. Reeves. And the pressure gets to him again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
On now is the punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds Parker. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point splits the uprights, so they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set For the fourth quarter, a very one-sided affair. Up the middle they go. Battle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 129 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Battle. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. Battle. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And they get 14 yards there and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down now. Battle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. A handoff as they run the counter play. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Monarchs are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 70 get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. On second down, Battle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 190 yards rushing for him now as he closes in on a 200-yard night. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On second down now, McClellan. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd and 2, Reeves. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Battle. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. Second down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. From the gun on 3rd down, Reeves. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And here now come the Falcons. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Point after here coming up. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And 9 yards to go.
They'll set up a throw. That's caught by Parker. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And now here is another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Toronto, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.